In the mid-90s, Aaliyah and Brandy became two of the biggest R&B sensations for that era and beyond. Along with Monica, all three started in the music industry as young teenagers, evolving their style and sound in the public eye to become the icons they are known as today. However, with each one being a young black woman finding success in the R&B genre came the constant comparisons. Antagonized by the media, Brandy and Monica's labels even had them join forces during their highly publicized feud to create one of the biggest hit records of the 90s, The Boy Is Mine, which topped the Hot 100 for 13 weeks straight. As many know about Brandy and Monica's feud, ignited by the media, it often goes under the radar how Aaliyah and Brandy were the first targets for these comparisons. Comparisons that some fans even today can't seem to let go. Let's get into the Aaliyah and Brandy feud that never really was. In May of 1994, Aaliyah released her debut album to great praise and multi-platinum success. She quickly established herself as a force in the music industry and further proved that solo kid acts could sell. She was all of 15 years old at the time. Following Aaliyah's blueprint with a slightly different sound, that September, Brandy would release her debut album, garnering her multiple hits and solidifying her mainstream status as well. However, things would quickly get shady as it was rumored Brandy made negative comments regarding Aaliyah's quote-unquote mature way of dressing, saying how her momager, Sonia Norwood, would never approve of it. When asked about it, Aaliyah would respond,
Brandy said some things that were said. Now, did you hear what she actually...
I caught wind of some of it, but I don't pay much attention to that. I think there's room out here for all of us, so good luck, Brandy.
Ladies are
this could have went further, but Aaliyah was mature enough to brush it off. Brandy, after finally meeting her, would go on to give Aaliyah a shout out when she won a Soul Train award.
Girl, Aaliyah, I love you, girl. Really, I do. I'm a big fan.
Brandy even once elaborated, there was a moment when I won at the Lady of Soul Music Awards and Aaliyah sent me flowers saying how proud she was and congratulations. I just thought that was so angelic and sweet of her. One artist supporting another artist when everybody's trying to put you against each other, which was very special. I was like, whoa, that's really big of her. The media pushed for Aaliyah and Brandy to become arch nemesis and even frenemies, like Brandy and Monica would be known as, but they would not let it get the best of them. They genuinely supported each other. And Brandy also once said, Aaliyah came out before Monica and I did. She was our inspiration. At the time, record companies did not believe in kid acts, and it was just inspiring to see someone that was winning and winning being themselves. When I met her, I embraced her. I was so happy to meet her. I told her how much I loved her. She said the same thing about me, and we connected. It was a great moment I'll never forget. In 1999, Aaliyah even included Brandy when she hosted an MTV show discussing her favorite music videos.
You just saw Brandy with Baby, 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 coming in at number 25. That one was out back in 1995 as well. Do your thing, girl.
Around this time, Aaliyah had finally started to take acting more seriously, securing a leading role in the box office #1 movie, Romeo Must Die. Brandy had already become a multimedia mogul with hit records and her hit TV show, Moesha, which ran for 6 seasons, skyrocketing her popularity. Brandy also became a cover girl and had her own Barbie doll collection, featuring her iconic braided hairstyles. What an icon for young black girls she was, and still remains. She even became the first black Cinderella on film, playing opposite the legendary Whitney Houston. Brandy's run in the 90s was definitely historical, to say the least. These achievements are often brought up in discussions involving Aaliyah and Brandy, even now when some try to debate who had the better career back then. But it all comes down to Aaliyah and Brandy moving within their careers at their own pace. By the 2000s, Aaliyah not only had the hit records, but was expanding her horizons in movies and brand deals, as Brandy did in the 90s. This is not to say that Brandy's light was getting dimmer, only that Aaliyah's light was shining brighter than ever until it physically faded away. Years after Aaliyah's tragic passing, Brandy would from time to time discuss Aaliyah's impact on her.
Aaliyah was just in her own lane. She had no competition, nobody even just let her be where she is, because she is She was just different. She just had it going on. She knew exactly who she was, and just, I mean, I was so inspired by Aaliyah. I was so inspired by her. My entire Never Say Never album is like paying homage to her album that she did with Timbaland. That whole album inspired Never Say Never.
Aaliyah opened the door for this whole new wave, rest in peace, God. This whole new wave of young girls coming out. So Back and Forth was my song, and so I watched her videos. I was performing like her, and Frank Gaston was like, I'm 15 years old. Frank Gaston was like, who do you love? I was like, I love Aaliyah. He was like, okay, perform I Want to Be Down. So I performed I Want to Be Down, just like Aaliyah performed Back and Forth. He was like, now I love Aaliyah too, but we gotta change it up so you can have your own style.
Obviously, Aaliyah set a standard that Brandy got inspired from and made her own with her vocal and image choices. Ever since meeting, they always showed each other love, professionally and personally. However, the Aaliyah and Brandy comparisons still run amok on social media. Second, only to the unnecessary comparisons between Aaliyah and Beyonce, which I've made many videos about already. There's nothing wrong with having a preference or a favorite artist, but the toxic stan wars, especially with Aaliyah involved, would never amount to anything. Talking about the feud that never existed, it seems like some fans create one amongst themselves, instead of just appreciating both artists for the great music and entertainment they granted us with. Everything doesn't always have to be a competition. There's enough flowers to go around for every artist to rightfully receive theirs. Brandy once told Billboard, Aaliyah started it all for my generation, and she will forever be an inspiration for me. Forever. I'm shaking up just talking about her. I love her and want to send love and positive energy out to her family and fans that love her. Ultimately, Aaliyah and Brandy were quintessential to impacting R&B music and should be respected as the legends they both are. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see y'all in the next video.
We are from a special elite group. It was her, Aaliyah, and myself. And it was a very special time where each of us were individuals. We did our own thing, and we all made our own mark.
I want to give a shout out to my girl, Aaliyah. I love you, girl. Really, I do. I'm a big fan.
You just saw Brandy back in 1995 as well. Do your thing, girl.